Welcome to Welcome Golf. So I've just had a delivery which I am very excited about. So let's crack it open. All the way from America. Only took 4 to 5 days to arrive, which I thought was pretty good. So we're going to give this bad boy a review today. So looking forward to that. And we have our Prosendr. So happy days. Right, let's get stuck in and see what this can produce. Right, here we go. Let's have a closer look then. So it's pretty much just like a 3-in-1 training aid. That's how they just describe it. But today we are going to concentrate on, so you've got the severe, which velcros to the strap and is quite squashy. So, but we're going to concentrate on the strap and the cradle. So that's the bit we're going to focus on. So most people, the main bit that people struggle with is club face control and movement. So the club face has the most influence on the shot, and obviously how you move also has a massive influence on the shot. So it's quite straightforward to put on. It's very good quality, good velcro, good quality strap, carbon. So the cup is carbon where you're trying to place that into, and the material on the inside is memory foam. So that's pretty good. So it's a good build. It's not just a piece of plastic kind of thing. So I would say it's got a good lifespan, good endurance. So get it on that right wrist, strap it round, which is a little bit awkward to begin with on your own, but you'll soon get the hang of that. So the idea is, and a massive benefit to this training aid compared to some of the other training aids which have been focused on the wrist, is that you're not restricted in any way. So if your wrist mobility isn't quite able to achieve it, you're not being forced. But also if you're forced into a position, so you've been put in place, you then, when you lose the training aid, you won't know what to fire to get it in that place. So this is all very much down to you to achieve the move. The cut there you're placing the wrist into is going to give you that feel of have you placed it into the correct position. So benefit this, so on the backswing, you're trying to, as you're swinging up, you're placing it into that cup, and then you're trying to maintain it till waist height. So P6, so waist height there. If you maintain it to that position, then you're going to get that lag of that club will be behind the hands. That will also then encourage you to get some power, some rotation of the lower half to get that club, rather than being outside. So you come away from the cup, so you're outside there, then you've got to early extend and come up to try and get the ball back online. So as well as giving you that face control, so when you've got that in that position at the top, you're going to have a much more square club face at the top, where if you've come out of the cup, you'll go up and you will have an open club face at the top there, which 90% of club golfers would have that open club face at the top. So I've hit a few balls with it already, so I sort of know what's coming, and I would recommend you just doing a 60-70% swing speed to begin with, to really just get the feel for it, and do it in 2 stages, where I feel that I'm getting the hand placed into the cup. So you think, right, I'm achieving that. Then as you're coming down, you're trying to keep that hand in that place till you get to that P6 waist height position and let it go. So let it release. So that depends how you swing through the ball, but just let it go from there. So you've got 2 stages. So I get the hand placed into the cup, get the feel of that, and very much with a trainer there needs to be some perseverance. So I wouldn't hit like 100 balls with it. I would hit about 20, 30 balls, really get a feel for it, take it off. It feels a bit funny once you release the strap, so just give yourself a couple of balls, then hit the same equivalent again, so around that 20, 30 mark, then put it back on and see if you can feel the difference. But give it some time, don't give up on it straight away. Feel that, I've already used this earlier this morning, and it made a huge difference to the person's swing plane and the control of the club face. which then if you've got your wrist in the right position, it works its way up the arm, and then the elbow will be in a much better position, and then you're not focusing on that elbow, which I've seen a tremendous amount of people getting in trouble with that, where they've really focused on this elbow. So if you put the wrist in a certain position, then that will change your elbow position, so then that's covered that for you, and there'll be less out to in, you'll get a better lag, and to achieve that, the body will start turning to get that club nicely onto the ball. So I think it's a very good aid, but you've got to persevere with stuff. You can't just think, oh, this is going to be it. If you do it at a nice steady pace. So to begin with, I'm just trying to feel that I've got it in the cup. So I felt that in the cup on the way back, so that felt quite good. So you can't focus. The swing's only, a second long in that sort of ballpark. So there's only so many, you can only focus on one thing, isn't there? So if you think, right, I'll get it in the cup, feel that. Our lesson earlier this morning did point out that his knuckle, he could feel that the most, that the knuckle will hit into the cup. So you're just trying to place it there, and like I said, that's stage one, so hit 20-30 balls down there, get a feel for it. Then you're trying to get maintain that position all the way down to P6, down to that waist height there, and then let it go. So to achieve that, there has to be that bump forward onto that lead leg, and really turning that pelvis to get that club to the ball rather than only extending. So it's doing a tremendous amount. It's going to help with the swing path, shape of shot, strike, more consistent position at the top, so you're not going up and opening the club face, so you should have a lot more club face control, strike. So I really think it's a positive. I really think it's a good aid. It's not forcing you, so if your wrist mobility is a little bit restricted, just be nice and careful. So ideally, to put your forearms in. Then if you're really tight in that department, so down and up, I would just have, just get a massage, some degree, see a physio just to help with that wrist mobility, so then you can really get that more consistent feel for it. And like I said, 60 to 70% of your normal speed, so you can feel it. So I can feel the pressure in there now, and then as I'm coming down, I'm trying to maintain that pressure, which will then leave the club head behind, which will give us a nice path. So I think it's a very good aid. Just got to give it, so you actually see the shot going to the right there, so I was concentrating on keeping it in the cup all the way down, which if I don't turn enough, is going to leave the club face open. So I think, right, okay, cool. So now I'll slot it in the cup again, keep it there, and allow it to release on the way through, and it should nicely draw around to the target. There we go. But you've got to persevere, you've got to give it some time. Don't just think, oh, that feels really strange. It's got to feel different. Something's got to be different, otherwise you're not achieving anything different, are you? So you just give it some time. Your attention is in the wrong place there, really, so your shots won't be that great to begin with. Like I said, stage one, get it in the cup. Stage two, try and maintain it to that position. You might leave it open to begin with, get the body turning, and allow the hand to release on the way through, which will help close that club face and give you that draw shape. So I will attack the ball. So we'll have another video on the ball, on the sphere, and how you put that between your hands, and you just use a strap so you can take the cup off. So we'll do that on the next video. But very positive. So a good thumbs up to the Prosendr, and I really think that will help club face control and movement, which are key to hitting good golf shots.